natives built it centuries ago. Only a few have ever been able to find it.
You got all that from an anonymous comment on the podcast?
The forest was rough. So rough I don't want to talk about it.
I wake up for the day that we're filming The Forest, and there are a couple of pressing things on my mind. The first is that I need to go get the chicken that we're using for this scene.
It's kind of cute.
The other pressing thing on my mind is that we need a location for Samson's lot, and we need an actor for Samson within 2 days. We're getting things started at The Forest, and I try to make sure that Connor and Spencer know what their shots are. And me leaving set is not a good situation, but it's better than screwing ourselves over for the future. So I said, guys, do your best to be on time. Do your best to get your shots. I have to go.
We drove around for a while, and there was pretty much nowhere that had any cell data at all.
Eventually we find like a main street, and the first thing we come into, it's Bill and Bill's Realtors.
And we basically asked them, do you think we can use your landline to call people for this film that we're working on?
They're like, yeah, come on in, no problem. We'll set you up at a desk over here.
We were like frantically yelling across the office, like, hey, write this number down, write this number down.
We were putting out so many phone calls for both actors and locations that Bill and Bill would start to get phone calls and say, Andrew, it's for you, and then they would send it over to my phone.
So we basically took over their office.
But things were going nowhere with the cast. So I was like, screw it. If the internet is giving us nothing, I'm gonna hit the town. And I talked to the person behind who's making sandwiches, and I said, hey, I'm producing a movie and I'm looking for a cast. So she tells me, yeah, I know a director for theater. I can refer you to her. And they give me a list of 7 or 8 numbers, and one person picks up the phone, and that guy's name was Paul Mixon. So we casted Samson without ever seeing his face, without ever seeing him act, because that was the only option we had.
Guys, we're gonna head back.
We're so close.
How do you know that?
Similar to the swimming hole, actually, had a lot of difficulty just like moving setups, moving around, and it was taking a lot more time than we were expecting it to take. The time of day we were shooting, for me, was really difficult because there was just no good light to work with.
One thing just kind of starts mounting up, and you just get tired and frustrated.
You know, just classic, same old story. The sun is leaving, running out of time. I'm calling Andrew like, get back to set. Every time he leaves set, things just fall apart. And so he finally ends up coming back, and then he's like, okay, like, let's go. What can we do to make this faster and everything?
Okay.
So what are you getting in frame so I can just kind of stand?
That chicken was not about hanging out on this set at all. It was a loner chicken.
Oh, snap. So the chicken is on the loose right now.
Pretty sure that if that chicken had thoughts that could be translated into English words, they'd be like, get me the hell out of here.
Oh my goodness. Denim, we need your help. Catch the chicken.
Abram, who played Denim, is somehow a chicken whisperer.
Get it.
See the bib, and we'll get the insert after this. Okay, if he stays in the center, we need to move that log.
I wasn't supposed to hold the chicken in the script. We were supposed to see it and then just kind of make our comments on it, and the chicken was just supposed to sit there. Well, again, that wasn't the case. It ran away and was constantly trying to, leave.
Okay, our chicken is escaping out there.
So I just footballed this chicken for an hour and a half, and I needed a lot of hand sanitizer afterwards.